The Dreaded Appraisal interview. We gave this film that title because we discovered that lots of managers do indeed dread appraising their staff almost more than anything else. We also found that a lot of the staff don't think much of it either. And it's certainly true that badly conducted appraisal interviews can do quite a lot of harm to staff relations. But we also found organisations who saw the appraisal interview as perhaps their most powerful and effective instrument for keeping people happy and motivated, and for getting the highest productivity and the best value out of them. And in those organisations, the appraisers tended to look forward to the interviews and to enjoy them, and so did the appraisees. The difference lies in what you think it's for. If you see it as a sort of end-of-term report telling people how they've done, can easily turn into a sort of ritual rebuking session, and it'll probably be a disaster. But you can look at it quite differently, as a chance for a relaxed and extended conversation, and one where you do more listening than talking. Time for people to reflect on how they can increase their own job satisfaction and their value to the organisation. And the purpose of this film is to show how, and to show that it's not all that difficult. You may well have seen the Video Art's first appraisal film, How Am I Doing?, with John Cleese as the three awful appraisers, Ethelred the Unready, Ivan the Terrible, and William the Silent. This one shifts the spotlight from the mistakes made by the three worst types of appraiser to the problems caused by the three most difficult types of appraisee, and how to handle them, and how not to. It also shows the three fundamental objectives of the good appraisal interview, and it shows the techniques for achieving them, even when the going gets quite difficult. So, the dreaded appraisal.
Oh, you must have made a better impression than you thought. Are you going to take it?
I don't know.
Yeah, we should talk to him about it.
Oh, I couldn't.
Yes, you could.
That's what appraisal interviews are supposed to be for, aren't they? Supposed to be.
Yeah, so you go and talk to him.
Well, do you really think I could?
Why not?
Well, are you going to?
I don't know. I'll play it by ear.
So, everything's fine then, eh?
Well,
It's all the same as last year, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just...
You obviously know the job backwards by now. 5 years now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, no problems?
Not really. Well...
Well, what?
It's just... Sometimes I feel I'm not getting anywhere. I just feel that I should be using what... Well, you know, 5 years in the same job.
Oh, well, you've no need to worry about that. Doing fine. Absolutely satisfactory.
Yes, fine. It's just...
satisfactory year completed. No problems. Well, anything else?
No.
Ah, in that case, if you just sign on the usual spot there, thank you. Well, that's that.
So, how did it go? How did it go?
Oh, it's you again. Oh, fine, fine. Only 2 to go.
She didn't talk very much.
No, well, she doesn't have a lot to say for herself.
Oh, is she not much good then?
Oh, no, she's great. Runs the best claim section in the division.
So you'll miss her when she's gone?
She's not going.
Oh, you want to bet?
Yeah, well, I'll have to give them 2 weeks' notice. Yeah, Monday fortnight be fine. Oh, thanks. So do I. Okay. Bye.
We really miss you.
Oh, I really miss you too, but...
She can't. She can't.
She has.
But there is nobody to replace her. This is a disaster. We're coming up to our busiest period. Why didn't she come in and talk to me about it?
She did.
No, she didn't. Oh, you mean the... Oh, well, that was just
Just a chore?
Exactly.
Wasn't it time for her to talk to you about anything? Even a little thing like what she's going to do with the rest of her working life?
No. Oh, well...
Was it?
Yes, but she didn't.
Was that her fault?
Yes.
Entirely her fault. Not even an eensy-weensy teensy bit your fault?
Yes.
Let's do it again, shall we?
Well, you can't. Life's not like that.
This isn't life. It's a training program.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Ah, Sharon. Morning. Nice to see you. Please, take a seat.
Thanks.
Right, let's get on with it then. Last year...
And unhurried.
Yes. Coffee. It's nice to have the time to talk before the real pressure begins, eh? How are things this morning?
Oh, okay. Can't complain.
Well, just give it a couple of weeks, though, eh?
That's right.
In appraisal, the accent is on praise.
You must be very pleased with yourself.
Why?
You've done very well. Your section has a very high reputation on the top floor.
Really?
Yes, well, you processed all the January storm claims a week before anyone else in the company.
Did we? I know the section worked really hard.
It must have been absolutely hectic.
Yeah. We were all counting claim forms in our sleep.
Well, everything's fine then, eh?
Well,
It's all the same as last year, really, isn't it?
Try listening. You might learn something.
Sorry?
well, I don't know.
So, if everything is...
Shut up!
Well, the thing is, I sometimes wonder, well, you know, 5 years in the same job. I mean, will I still be doing this in 5 years' time?
You feel like you might be getting stale. Not to worry, there's
Well,
no sign of
no.
that. You're doing fine.
Listen and probe.
Or wasn't that what you meant?
Well, not exactly.
What did you mean?
I just feel I've got bogged down. I'm not going anywhere. I mean, I don't want to be still in this job when I retire, do I?
No. I understand. You feel like it's a dead end.
That's it.
Well, you said last year you didn't want promotion.
No, I don't.
So what do you want?
Some sort of change. You see, Canadian Mutual are offering to train people like me to be claim inspectors.
Claim inspectors?
Well, eventually, yeah.
There's an awful lot to learn.
I'd like that.
Oh, well, if you're serious, we'll think about it.
Really?
Yes, I'll speak to Mr. Hargreaves on Monday.
Oh, thanks. Thanks a lot.
See?
Oh, she's gone.
Well, she hasn't actually.
Mrs. Taylor? Hi, it's Sharon Wilson. Yeah, fine. Look, I hope you don't mind, but I've decided not to take your offer after all. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry too, but, well, things have changed a bit this end.
If you want to get people to open up, create an informal, unhurried atmosphere. Start by praising them for what they've done well, and encourage them to talk about it. Probe with open questions and listen to the answers. And check you've understood them.
That's all very well as far as it goes.
So, who is it today?
Tracy.
Problems?
No. Well, not really. Well, to be honest.
What's the trouble?
Well, she tends to make too many mistakes, gets people's backs up, you know.
And you've obviously talked to her about it.
Well, no, she's very touchy about it. I'm going to have it out with her today. The registrar says it's got to go on her form.
Want any help?
No, thank you. I can manage. I am a manager, after all.
Oh, yes. Right.
And Dr. Patel actually came in himself and thanked us for getting the records to him so quickly. Really nice of him.
Good. Yes, good. Tracy, I'm afraid that... How are you liking the new labels, Tracy?
Oh, they're much better.
Are they?
No more licking.
No.
I always thought that glue was bad for you anyway.
Absolutely, yes. Now then, Tracy. I'm afraid there's something I'm not happy about, Tracy.
What?
Well, it's about your work.
What about it?
I'm just not happy about it.
What do you mean you're not happy about it?
Well, you're too slapdash, too careless, really.
I'm not.
You are.
Well, you've never said anything about it before.
No, that's because I'm trying to say something about it now.
When? When was I slapdash?
Just all of the time, really. You've got a slapdash sort of nature, really, haven't you?
I don't believe this. I work my guts out. I get paid a pittance. I put up with horrible people in primitive working conditions. And then, I'm asked to come in here and be insulted.
Now, calm down, Tracy. I'm not insulting you.
Not insulting me. You tell me I'm slapdash, and then you say you're not insulting me.
No, I don't mean to insult you. That's
No.
what...
But you're going to put it on my report, aren't you?
Well, yes, but no. It's
Right.
just that...
That's it. I've had enough. Thank you very much.
Ugh.
Good interview?
No.
Sort of satisfactory interview?
No.
Utter and total cock-up?
Yes.
Why?
Because she's impossible, that's why.
No, she's difficult, but she's not impossible.
Well, what did I do wrong then, apart from absolutely everything?
Well, to start with, you broke the fundamental rule of appraisal.
Which is...
No surprises.
Well, it's about your work.
My work? What about it?
Well, I'm not happy about it.
Well, you never said anything about it before.
Well, I'm trying to say something about it now.
Why aren't you happy with her work?
Oh, she makes careless mistakes. Quite often, actually. Well, too often, anyway.
And what did she say when you spoke to her at the time? Did you mention them at the time?
Well, she's very touchy. You saw how touchy she can be.
Did you mention them at the time?
There's a lot of people around all the time. I can't be expected to always...
You didn't mention them at the time.
No.
No. So it was a surprise. You must always deal with problems when they happen and make a note of them.
I know. I know.
And you broke another rule as well.
You're just too slapdash, careless.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
I'm sorry, Tracy, but you are.
No, I'm not.
Never criticize people for what they are, only for what they do.
But she is slapdash and careless. That's her nature.
And you can change her nature in one interview?
Well, put like that, no, obviously.
Wouldn't you settle for improving her performance?
Yes, of course I would.
Oh, and rule 3, use positive language, not negative. Praise her. In appraisal, the accent is on praise.
You said that in the last scene.
You weren't in the last scene.
Excuse me. Well, I think it's all very well.
What does that mean?
Well, it means that some people do have faults. They do make mistakes.
Yes, but you can say so positively.
Oh, you mean well done, Tracy, for being so marvellously slapdash?
No, but slapdash people are often quick workers.
Yes, but you've still got to tell them when they've done badly.
Well, let's just say where they could do even better.
Oh, crafty.
See, if you've just praised them, they feel they can afford the odd confession.
Oh, I see. You mean give them a sort of credit balance to draw on rather than plunging them straight into the red?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the key technique for getting confessions?
Thumbscrews?
No, self-appraisal.
Oh, you mean praise myself?
No, get them to appraise themselves.
Oh, I see. You can't be serious.
Absolutely. People are sometimes harder on themselves than you'd be. Now, you ready to try again?
And Dr. Patel actually came in himself and thanked us for getting the records to him so quickly. Really nice of him.
Good, good. You know you are one of our quickest workers.
Oh, thank you.
Do you ever wonder whether sometimes you do things a little bit too quickly?
What do you mean?
No surprises.
Well, do you remember when I spoke to you about forgetting to put the tracer cards in?
Oh, yes. That. Well, everyone was screaming for the files.
Stick to facts.
Yes, I know that, Tracy, but what about the time you didn't switch the inpatient notes when people went to outpatients? Now, that happened 2 or 3 times.
Yes, well, I can't remember everything, can I? And we had a trainee on at the time.
Praise where you can.
I was going to talk to you about the trainees, actually. You're very good with them, you know. I mean, a lot of people would just ignore them or snap at them.
Oh, well, we all have to learn, don't we?
Absolutely, Tracy, yes. Now, what about the 2 occasions when you didn't send all the notes to the clinic?
Look, are you saying I'm careless or something?
Don't make character judgments.
No.
And be positive.
Now, look, Tracy. All I'm saying is, between you and me, we have got to get your reliability up to the same standards as the rest of your performance areas.
Such as?
Such as punctuality, which is fantastic, and your sense of responsibility. You worked through the lunch hour for an entire week in April, didn't you?
Well, Bob and Kathy were both off sick.
Yes, but even so, a lot of people wouldn't have bothered.
Like registry. They are just the end.
I know.
Like tortoises. And they just don't care if you're in a hurry.
No, I know. You had a row with them, didn't you?
Oh, well, they were just being so obstructive. It wasn't true.
Was it entirely their fault?
Well, mostly.
But
I suppose it takes 2.
Now try a little self-appraisal.
So, Tracy, supposing I was to ask you to look back on the last year and do a report on your performance, how would you sum it up?
Oh, dear.
Well, what do you do best?
Well, I'm quick.
Yes, that's true.
I'm helpful. You know, with trainees and that. And I'm not frightened of work.
No, and you're very good in a crisis.
Yes.
And you understand the system.
That's right.
So what areas do you think you could do better in the coming year?
Well,
Can't think of any?
I suppose I am a bit impatient. When there's a rush on, I just get the files out. I don't always check them.
And what about with people?
I suppose I do fly off the handle a bit sometimes.
So, if we were to draw up next year's resolutions for you, what would they be?
Not to lose my temper and try to be a little less slapdash when people are screaming for me.
And think of the hassle you'd have saved if you'd started with self-appraisal. To get people to face up to the problems, invite them to appraise themselves. Discuss performance, not personality. Use positive language and stress their successes. And no surprises.
Oh, I suppose that's all right, if you say so.
What do you mean?
Well, I can't see that being enough. Not with everyone.
You've got someone in mind.
Yes. Alan. Well, it's the, dreaded appraisal again.
So what do you want to talk about?
I expect you want to know how you're doing.
I know perfectly well how I'm doing.
Oh.
I'm doing the best I can in circumstances beyond my control.
Yes, well, I'm sure that
And there's about half a dozen things in this company needs to sort out before I can do a decent job.
Look, this is actually...
And the first thing is that people have to work out what they're trying to do.
So who was appraising who?
Look, it was a start. It was a conversation.
With what aim? An aimless conversation, which he took control of.
Yes.
If you haven't got a plan, an agenda, you're just asking him to take control.
Look, I wouldn't know where to begin.
Well, has he got a job description?
Yes, of course he's got a job description.
Well, use it.
Responsible for filling, seaming and sterilizing cans, the maintenance of approved hygienic practices, the monitoring of all machine efficiency, responsible for all aspects of safety in his production area. Oh, you mean this is the agenda for the interview?
Well, why not? It's a start, anyway. Then you could...
What?
guess.
Make a list of discussion points.
Well done.
So, broadly speaking, the new rostering seems to work okay. You seem to have implemented it very well.
Yeah, the rostering works, which is more than you can say for the maintenance.
So, let's talk about faulty batches and rejection rates.
You know something, I think that our maintenance people are working for the competition.
We'll talk about maintenance later.
No, I want to talk about it now.
It's all right. I've got it down on the agenda.
Oh, right.
Very good. Now, it seems to me these underweight batches is something we could improve.
How do you mean?
Your rejection rate seems to be high.
How high?
Well, high.
It's no higher than the others.
It is.
Yeah? Show me.
I'm sure it is.
Do you really want to know what the trouble is?
Yes.
It's this bloody company. Too bloody mean to buy accurate gauges.
The gauges are all right.
They're 4 years old.
They still work.
I'll tell you something. They want to spend some of that money they waste on that stupid advertising.
We have to advertise.
Yes, but not those inane commercials.
What's wrong with them?
They don't even mention the quality of the product.
Well, the agency said that was unimportant.
Oh, great. Yes, well, we stop worrying about the quality, eh? Saves me a lot of trouble.
Look, people know about our quality, all right? It's the image that matters.
People don't eat images.
How long did the argument go on?
About 20 minutes.
Where did it get you?
Nowhere.
So why have it?
Look, he started it.
Ah, so he was in control.
Yes, well, I couldn't let him get away with all that.
But it was irrelevant.
No, it wasn't. I had to put him right.
Why? What's the objective of an appraisal?
Get the form filled in and sent off.
Try again.
Give up.
To increase his motivation, to develop his potential, and so to improve his performance.
Could have fooled me.
So stick to the point, stick to the facts, and get him to agree improvements.
So, how can we make things even better next year?
Oh, that's easy. First you set off the Birmingham factory, then you accelerate the re-equipment program, then you sack the advertising agency.
No, I mean you. What can you do, personally?
What, me?
Yes, you. Your rejection rate does seem a bit high.
Oh, why?
2.1% last quarter.
It's no higher than the others.
Yes, it is. The group average is 1.8%.
Do you really want to know what the trouble is?
Yes.
It's this bloody company. Too bloody mean to buy accurate gauges.
Ask him for a note.
If there's trouble with the gauges, do me a report and a recommendation.
They're 4 years
We'll
old.
discuss it when I've seen your report.
Now, if we had some decent equipment, well...
Look, the others have the same gauges, and their rejection rates are all lower. So, shall we try and cut the rejection rate?
Suppose so.
Good. Now, Machine downtime.
Oh, well, that's maintenance for you.
Well, they say you postpone rather a lot of routine checks.
Marvellous. That's because they never come when they're supposed to.
Turn accusations into facts.
Oh, well, I think I can do something about that. Just give me chapter and verse.
Well, last week, for instance. Mm-hmm. Well, they only turned up about 3 hours late.
When?
Thursday.
Thursday. When else?
Well, I haven't got the details with me, but, well, it happens all the time.
Okay, log it from now on. And when we've got the facts, we'll do something about it. But it can't always be their fault. You do seem to postpone rather a lot of routine checks. So, shall we try and cut that down?
I suppose I could try, yeah.
Ask him for a suggestion.
How?
Well, if maintenance rang me, say, at the beginning of every week...
Or if you rang them.
Yeah, I suppose I could do that. Mind you, it's all very well for you up here in this ivory tower.
What do you mean?
Well, the lads hardly know who you are.
Avoid the self-defense reflex.
So, you think I ought to come down more often?
What else have you got to do?
Well, sort out maintenance for a start.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. Look, why don't you come down to our team meetings now and again?
All right. That is a very good idea. Monday.
Monday.
Right. That's that then.
Really?
Isn't it?
What's he going to do now?
Oh, get on with his job.
Just like he did before.
Yes.
So it's all been a waste of time.
Oh, no. He's going to ring maintenance every Monday morning.
And that's all you want?
Well, what am I supposed to do?
2 things. 1, work out defined and measurable targets.
And 2?
Get his agreement to them.
So, you'll ring maintenance every Monday morning and check the week's service periods?
Yep.
Now, these underweight batches. This is what I want. I'd like you
No, get him to suggest a solution.
I would like you to suggest what we might do about them.
Well, as I said, it'll slow things down a bit, but I can shorten the checking interval.
Agree a specific target.
So what could you get your rejection rate down to?
Well, I suppose I could get it down to about 1.7%, if you don't mind the throughput being below 74%.
Oh, I wouldn't really want that.
Oh, well, if you want throughput to be held at 74%, I could get the rejection rate down to 1.8, 1.9?
Let's say 1.8.
Set review dates.
Okay, so we'll look at the figures again in 4 weeks, right? And the report on the gauges.
Oh, well, we'd be able to stagger on with them for a bit, you know.
Yes. And you'll let me have a note of maintenance delays.
Well, it'll probably be all right if I give them a ring every week. Mind you, it'll still take them 3 hours to do something a normal person could do in 10 minutes.
So agreeing a plan for the future means work to a structure. Don't be drawn into irrelevant arguments. Focus on facts. Avoid vague general judgments and woolly exhortations. Agree measurable targets and set review dates. So, what are you going to do?
I'm going to get people to open up by creating an informal, unhurried atmosphere. By praising them for what they've done and encouraging them to talk about it. By probing with open questions and showing that I'm listening to the answers. And I'll make sure that they do at least half the talking, if I can.
And I'm going to get people to face problems by inviting them to appraise themselves, by discussing performance and not personality, and by using positive language. You know, talking about how they could improve rather than where they've failed. I'm also going to make sure there are no surprises. Well, not the unpleasant kind, anyway.
I'm going to agree on a strategy for the future by working to a structure and avoiding red herrings, by focusing on facts, avoid general judgments and woolly exhortations, and by agreeing measurable targets and fixing review dates. And I'm not going to make my mind up about the outcome of the interview before it starts. I hope.